I'd like being Al McGuire. I never wanted to be anyone else.
It's been an extended love affair. It's been a merry-go-round that's been beautiful. So the merry-go-round stops, and I get off, and it starts for other guys. And I just hope that they do good by it. It's done very good by me.
There's a rhythm to basketball like there is to life, and you must stay within your own rhythm. If you play someone else's rhythm, you'll end up in Tap City.
I think the number one thing in trying to become a success in life is fear. The fear of not being able to get there. Hey, I want the jumper from here, right from here. You take care of by winning, and everybody goes uptown together.
A team should be an extension of your personality. And my teams are surly, obnoxious, and arrogant.
I take Marcus out, and Marcus is making goo-goo eyes at someone in back of the bench when the game's going on.
I coach exactly the same no matter where the hell I am. And every time I come to the NCAA, they end up calling technicals on me. Now, it's absolutely wrong. And I'm not a crybaby. I kept quiet for the last 10 years. Now, either they're taking these officials and brainwashing them before they have my games. This has nothing to do with Kansas State. Kansas State should have beaten us. We were fortunate to win. We were lucky. That's all. Kansas State outplayed us. They were better prepared than we were, and they should have won the game. Now, if the NCAA wants equal time or officials, I'm 25 years in the business, guys. I've never said a word against officials in 25 years. And I gotta go through that crap again?
What people, I guess, don't understand about me is I am a perfectionist in my own way. But I never allow it. You know, my hair, I'm not dressed, I'm this, I'm that, phantom, you know, mystique about me and so on. No, you don't. There's no such thing as luck in my life. There never has been. Luck goes out the window when the element of time comes in. And you can't be lucky for 40 some odd years. I'm trying to make a person take one more step than he wants to take. I'm trying to have him dig down deeper into his gut. So these type of things are done in my world by violence, verbal violence. And the only thing I can say is I treated them all the same.
Belmont Abbey, North Carolina, small school. Now you get a call from Marquette University. Did you know Marquette? What did you heard? Had you ever heard about it?
First of all, I thought Marquette was up in Michigan.
That's
I didn't know it was in Milwaukee, and I didn't want to come because I was at that time I was at the Abbey, a small school, 300 students, run by the Benedictine monks, and they paid you in the dark. Everything was paid in rosaries and novenas and so forth. No scratch, no cash, no green, as the kids call it today, and Pat said, my wife said, why don't you go up and look at the job? I said, well, Pat, I got my camp out in Providence Road in Charlotte, and I had an ice cream business, Mr. Softy, and a depot and so on. But I came up, and when I got up here, they put me in a hotel, and a priest said to me, Father Orford, God rest his soul, he said to me, now don't get upset, but you don't have the inside position in getting this job. And I got so mad. I said, I'll get it. And I went, and was in the law building downstairs. There was about X amount of guys there, and some students, 2 students and so on, normal mix that you have in an athletic board. And I went in and I laid it on them, left, went back to my room, and they called. And they said, come on down if you want the job. Come on back down. A lot of people give me more credit and intelligence than I have. My only intelligence is street smart. I'm extremely a Rhodes Scholar of common sense, but I'm not an intelligent person as far as what the world looks at as intelligent, with a corporate or academic type of intelligence. They said, fine, you could have the job, and 2-year contract, and but they didn't know that I knew my business, and that you pretty much can pencil something in when I say it. Pat Smith is in his middle 40s now, but he was the first guy that ever recruited from Marquette. I remember I recruited him because I watched him on a blacktop in Harlem playing. He got a good cut in the eye, and he didn't leave the game. And he was wearing a sailor's hat. And I said, well, I got to start out there at Marquette, so I need tough guys. So that's how I got Pat Smith, and that's how the merry-go-round started. We became a dynasty. And as you look back, and you know, everyone, as you get this moss on you, or you become a Q-tip gray, you know, and as you get this moss on you, people don't want to hear about yesteryear, because I very seldom talk about yesteryear. But we were so good, Dennis, that was frightening. Never mind the players and me and the staff and the student body and fans and so forth, but we took on the world. We took on every set of zebras because we were surly, obnoxious, and arrogant. And the team was an extension of me. So we really took on the whole establishment. Marquette University basketball was the most disciplined team in basketball. If you would remember, Dennis, that we took city kids that were blue plate specials and we made them so disciplined on the court that you knew exactly what was going on at all times. We didn't take a bad shot, not in a game, in a year, a whole year. And people say, oh, what are you talking about? No. Don't take a bad shot. On the court was no hanky-panky, no baloney. Before it, fine. If Maurice Lucas wanted to strut around the court, beautiful. If Goose Brell wanted to twitch during the national anthem, beautiful. If Lloyd Walton wanted to yell at me, beautiful. Larry McNeil's wife wanted to have a fight with Andy, beautiful. But on the court, nothing beautiful, no thrills. You do exactly. And that's the thing that only the great minds in basketball spotted and still remember. We played a very dreary game, very, very dreary game. But when you win, it's like a big eraser. It's like having Kareem Abdul-Jabbar play for you. That's what winning is. He's the eraser. Our eraser in those 13 years was winning. I mean, we constantly win. But I had players. I didn't realize they were that good. See, when I was coaching, I thought it was me that was doing it. I didn't realize until when I got out that I had all these great players. And they were great. But they worried more about me than I did about them. We had a love affair, but it wasn't a love affair, I'm talking now about my ball players, it wasn't a love affair of hugging and squeezing. It was a love affair of when you were in the minus pool, or when you were stuck, I was there. But don't bother me over a misdemeanor. You know, don't bother me over a parking ticket or books late for the library or a haircut. You bothered me over something of quality. I was a physical coach. I was a coach that willed you to win. I made you mentally tough. I made you, when you stepped up in that foul line at the end of the game, that a piece of cake, baby. I'm not the easiest guy in the world to get along with because I don't like meetings. I like to react off a reaction. I enjoy the moment. I like things that quiver. I like things that are exciting. Basketball is not going to be my life. And that's how come in my middle 40s, I'm now 46, I think I was, something like that, I retired from basketball. And everyone thought I was using it as a wedge to get more money and, or to, you know, most people wedge, and I'm not against wedging, but I've learned years ago, if you carry a gun, you better shoot it, or don't carry it. You know, never say anything to someone unless you're going to do it. And but no, it was time. If I knew I was going to win the championship, I would have stayed another year. If I knew that, it would have been nice to defend it, but I didn't know how to get back in. All in all, it's been great. But you know what life is, you know what happiness is? It's always a little more.
Been a dynamite scene, okay? Stay alive in the bench, play to the best of your ability. That's all anybody can ask them.
With about 10 seconds left to go in the game, I emotionally got involved. I didn't think it was possible because I've always pictured myself as the, you know, knock the stick off my shoulder, and I get obnoxious and arrogant during ball games. Someone asks me what time it is. What do you want to know what time it is for? That type of thing. I go back to the streets of New York City. But the last 10 seconds when I And I knew that was all she wrote, and that things just started flashing by. All the little joints I played basketball in the Belmont Abbey, all the CYOs and PALs and things like that. And I just wished then that everyone would have a run like this, and that every coach at the college level could become one of the Final Four. It's more important becoming one of the Final Four than winning.
I have a lot of fond memories of locker rooms and trips and socks and jocks and those type of things.
You kept insisting the game wasn't all that important to you.
Well, maybe subconsciously, but I'm pleased, and I'm pleased for the kids.